Hey, what's up, Red Devils? Here to talk about Phase 4. Just discussed Phase 3 in the last video. Now we're getting into Phase 4. Phase 4 is all about fitness and conditioning and getting prepared for fall ball. So let's get into it. If you take a look at the packet, you got the cover sheet. You can scroll past there. You have all the videos, as always. Make sure you check out the video demos and are familiar with the exercises. If you scroll down, you'll see at the end of the videos there is instructions for anaerobic threshold training. We're going to come back up to that, but you can scroll past that for now. Let's move down to the energy system development. So the format for Phase 4 is a little bit different than the previous 3 phases. Monday, Wednesday, Friday are now going to be more of our lower intensity days. We're going to do our weight room work, which the volume in the weight room has gone way down. So the weight room and power speed work, the volume goes down so that way the conditioning volume can go up. We can't have high volume in everything, or our bodies won't be able to adapt to that, and we might get injured. So we need to lower the volume in one area so we can increase the volume in the other area. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you're going to do your weight room work and then your tempo work. Your tempo intervals are decreased in volume. We're going to do 3 sets of 8 at 100 yards each week. The volume doesn't change. We're not progressing that anymore. We're now just in a maintenance phase for the tempo work. There is no longer any aerobic plyometrics. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, do your weight room work, and then do your tempo work, and then that's it for the day. Our higher intensity days, our stimulus days, where we're really trying to create an adaptation, are Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Tuesday and Thursday are going to be the same, and then Saturday will be a little bit different, but similar. So what we're going to do on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're going to have our speed work first. Our speed work is high output, trying to run as fast as we can. And to do that, we need to have full recovery. So we need to do that first. We need to be fresh. We don't want to be fatigued, so we do our speed work first. After our speed work, we'll go into our alactic capacity work. So let's talk about alactic capacity and the anaerobic threshold next before we go into the speed work. Again, the speed work is very similar to the phases before. So let's talk about alactic capacity. So Tuesday, Thursday, alactic capacity. You'll see in parentheses under sets and reps, AC, so that stands for alactic capacity. The week 1 volume is going to be 2 sets of 6 reps. Each rep is a 60-yard shuttle. So we'll have 2 cones set 20 yards apart. You'll run from cone A to cone B, and then back to cone A, and then back to cone B. So that'll be 3 distances of 20 yards, which will be 60 yards total. So you understand the 60-yard shuttle. So it's down, back, down. That is 1 rep. So in week 1, you'll do a 60-yard shuttle. You'll take a 30 to 40 second break. That's 1 rep. You're going to do that 6 times. After you do it 6 times and you complete all 6 reps, you'll take a 3 to 5 minute break and then repeat that. So 2 sets of 6 reps with a 30 to 40 second break in after each rep. Each rep is a 60-yard shuttle. Again, there's videos of that if you need to check it out. Then we go into the anaerobic threshold. So after the anaerobic threshold, in week 1 of the anaerobic threshold, we need to do a Cooper test so that way we can figure out and calculate the pacing for the anaerobic threshold intervals. So that is specific to you and what current condition you're in. So we need to do the 6-minute test during week 1. So if we scroll back up to the anaerobic threshold instructions, what we're going to do for the 6-minute Cooper test, you got to be on a track. So we need to know how many meters that you run during the 6-minute test. So get on a standard track, which is 400 meters long. You're going to run as fast as you can, so as fast and as far as you can for 6 minutes. So pick up a starting point, hit start on your stopwatch, and run as fast and as hard as you can for 6 minutes. Record that distance, however long, however far you were able to travel during that 6 minutes. We need to know that distance. You're going to take that distance in meters and plug it in to the AT calculator. So it's an Excel spreadsheet that is attached to this email. In cell B2, you're going to input the meters. So let's say, for example, we were able to complete 4 laps in the 6 minutes, which would be 1,600 meters. Plug that number in, hit enter, and it's going to populate the rest of the Excel spreadsheet. So you'll see the yellow and red boxes are what we're looking for. So in week 1 on Thursday, when we run 5 minutes based off of the 1600 meter distance that I was able to run during the Cooper test, I should be able to run 3 laps during that 5-minute interval. That is broken down into your pace, so it should take you about 100 seconds per lap. And so 100 seconds per lap for 5 minutes, we should be able to complete 3 laps. Again, that is based off of the example. Yours is going to be a little bit different based off of your ability and your distance that you were able to travel during the 6-minute Cooper test. So then you'll see also in the spreadsheet that it lists out for each week. So week 1, we do 5 minutes, week 2, 6, week 3, 7, week 4, 8 minutes. You'll notice that the pace stays the same. So the pace never changes per lap, but because the duration of the interval goes up, the distance that you'll be able to travel with that pace will also go up. So I think that should explain that pretty well. If you have any questions or don't understand what I'm saying, please reach out and let me know, and I'll try to explain that in more detail. So week 1, you do your 6-minute test, find out the meters that you're able to travel in 6 minutes, plug it into the calculator, hit enter, and then the red box is your pace. So each week, that is the pace that you're aiming for. So during the anaerobic threshold intervals, you'll do them around the track. You'll have to use a stopwatch to help you maintain that pace. So each lap, during the example for me, would be 100 seconds per lap. And you do that, you continue that pacing for the 5-minute interval. So that is the anaerobic threshold instructions. So if we go back down to the energy system development, that explains Tuesday and Thursday. So again, on Thursday, week 1, you'll have a 5-minute interval. And then in week 2, it goes up to 6 minutes, week 3, 7 minutes, week 4, 8 minutes. Again, the pacing stays the same, but the intervals go up. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's then talk about Saturday. Saturday, again, you're going to do your speed work first, and then we're going to do our lactic capacity. So these are longer intervals. So the shuttles, the 60-yard shuttles, should take you 10, 12 seconds tops. And then the lactic capacity, the 300-yard shuttles, should take you around a minute or whatever the duration for the test should be. So it should be a little bit under a minute. I forget exactly what coach has y'all trying to hit with the 300-yard shuttles, but that is your goal, to try to hit that with each 300-yard shuttle. And then you get 3-minute recovery in the first week, and then down to the 2-minute recovery in the 2nd through 4th weeks. So we're trying to prepare you for that 300-yard shuttle, so there's no excuse that we aren't able to hit the markers in that test when we get here for the Ironman. Do understand that the volume there goes up to 3 on the 3rd week, so really hitting it hard on the 3rd week, and then we back down again in the 4th week to kind of deload a little bit. So again, 2 sets at 300 yards. That is you're going to do 2 reps basically of the 300-yard shuttle. Speed work in phase 4. The exact same basically as phase 3, so nothing really changes there, just the volume. So make sure you do pay attention to each week what the volume should be, but the exercises are the same as phase 3. If we go down into Monday weight room, again the volume here goes down really low. We only have 2 circuits that we're going to do. It shouldn't take you a long time. The volume is very low. Same setup with the little circuit, so we're doing some potentiation. So we have the heavy lift followed by the plyometrics and the med ball work. But that is basically the template there for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Friday, if you scroll down to Friday, so Monday, Wednesday are very similar, and then Friday there is a little bit different. I'm sorry. We have our speed work, so that is very important. So what we're trying to do there is 65 to 70% of your max is what the weight you should be using for the 5 reps. That weight should be challenging, but you should be able to do it very explosively. So speed work means moving the bar as explosively as possible, but again with good form and good technique. So the weight's a little bit lighter, allowing you to move the bar faster. So this isn't a heavy maximum effort lift. This is a speed or dynamic effort lift. So make sure you understand that. And then the last superset there is pretty self-explanatory. Again, check out the videos. Make sure you're paying attention to the volume, sets and reps, and all that kind of stuff. But otherwise, I think that is pretty self-explanatory now that we're in phase 4. Hopefully that answers all of your questions. If it doesn't, please reach out and ask questions and let me know if you need help with anything, changing exercises, or just don't understand what I'm saying. If not, I think that's it. Enjoy, good luck, and I will see you soon.